Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's extremely special edition of Beyond the Ordinary Show. And y'all, before we went live, I was just loving up on Dee, just expressing just what a teacher she is for me, and the way that shows up, and her conviction, and how she shares from this place of love that just won't put up with whatever stories we want to tell ourselves about how we're not enough, how we have to hold back. Um, and then the curiosity that she brings in and what's available for us in such a loving way that we can't help but to step into in her presence
Thank you,
by
John.
one who holds us so high that we can see ourselves from that place as well. So it's extraordinary as always to have you on the thank you for being here.
As always, I look forward to it every
Mm,
time.
yeah. So y'all, today we're going to talk about the entire creation process. And how are we going
Yeah,
to cover that in 90 minutes? Watch, sit back,
yeah,
receive, because it's actually pretty amazing. And there's a lot of new people to the show. A lot of people may recognize you from film or TV and other places, which of course you're a legend in so many ways. But some people may not know this extraordinary part of you that doesn't come across and as the box of the actress that some people may want to put you in. Why don't you share everybody how it is that you share from your heart and the guidance that you receive for so many different audiences?
uh, John, I don't know any other way to be. Whenever I try
Hmm.
to figure it out from my head, and that's whether I'm acting, whether I'm healing, whether I'm channeling, whether I'm with my family, it just doesn't work. Only when I come from my heart and live in my heart do I not have bugs crawling all over me. And that's what it feels like to me because
Yeah.
for me to not be in my heart is feels false to me.
Hmm. And you can feel the weight of that too.
Oh, for sure. And so I started my healing journey over 30 years ago. Um, and it really, I used to channel when I was a little girl and would get messages about my grandma and, things that I would go to my mom and say, something's wrong at grandma's. We have to go over. And God love her, we did.
Hmm.
And so I would get messages a lot when I was little. And then my love of my life, Christopher Stone, passed away very early. He was 55. And I dropped to my knees and said, I don't want to be pissed off. I don't want to be a victim. I want a way to heal ourselves. And in that sentence, you see, I asked for what I wanted.
Hmm.
And that really is the beginning of all creation. And the part that everybody thinks they know and they don't. Uh, I do 4 or 5 healing sessions a day, private healing sessions. And well, I want to work with many, Dee. I don't have enough money. Well, how much do you want? Long silence. Well, I don't know. I want to have more than enough money. Well, what does that look like?
Hmm.
Long pause. I don't know. You know, there's two secrets to the creation process. You have to know what you want, and you have to ask for it, and you have to match it up with love.
Hmm.
According to my channel, whatever you want, love it more. So most of us want more money, and we hate that we don't have it.
Yeah.
So why would money come play with us if we're not loving on it.
Hmm.
If you think of money and health and relationships as exchanging energy with money, exchanging energy with other people, then you understand the give and take of energy. And the best way I can explain it that everybody can just get is it's like a big hug.
Hmm.
You know, when you really embrace somebody and they really embrace you and you're heart to heart with that, you're out of your mind in
Hmm.
a good way. And that's when the universe goes, oh, oh, that feels great. I want to go there. But the first thing is you have to be crystal clear about what you want. And from the time we're born, we're taught, well, what do you want? Oh, I want this and this and this. And okay, you can't have everything you want.
Hmm.
Who says? But you know, as you believe, it's delivered to you. So if you believe that you can't have everything you want, you can.
Hmm.
And that's really the rule over all rules. What you believe you can create brings it in. It magnetizes it to you when you create it with love.
And I really appreciate that you're saying when we create it with love, because I'm curious what your take would be on this. Do we have to know why we want it? Like if will our why help us explain if we're really approaching it from love or rather it's from
Nope.
scarcity or nope. Okay.
Channel says no. And actually, I asked kind of a similar question before we got on, and they took me to when I am connected to the I am not safe. Now, your
Hmm.
I am presence is literally your creative force. So you have to embrace yourself with your I am presence, and then you create everything you want when you know what that is.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, I've experienced the truthfulness of this in so many different ways. I had left acting for a while and started my acting studio. And oh, John, I just loved it.
Hmm.
I love teaching. You know, I started out as a high school teacher and I just loved interacting with the kids and expanding, you know, their horizons. And so then came the day where I went, you know, I want to act again. And so I said to myself, self, what do you want? I want to act. Okay, well, go down to the corner grocery store. They're looking for someone to be a carrot to help sell their vegetables. Well, you see, I wasn't specific enough.
Hmm.
And there is a place where you can become too specific. But I went, oh, I get it. What I want is to star in a major motion picture in a part that resonates with my heart. I want to work with great people. I want to have fun. So I opened my heart and I just started
Mm.
focusing on that with love. I want you to know in less than 2 months, Steven Spielberg called and offered me ET.
Wow. Wow.
That's pretty good manifesting. But one of the sorry, let me just add this real quick. One of the places, and I'm worried about. I'm working with someone right now on this. Is so many of us try to make it happen.
Right.
Going to make this happen.
Hmm.
This is what I want, what I have to do. I'm going to make it. And that just pushes it away because underneath that is the subconscious belief. I'm afraid it won't happen.
Hmm.
And your brain thinks in pictures. So when you say, I don't want something, your brain sees you creating it. That's really, really important for people to understand because usually when I ask that question about money, it's, well, I don't want to have to worry about money.
Right.
So your brain sees you worrying about money. If you've ever been with a little child, like around 2, and they go over and put their hands all over the TV, and you say, I'll just use my grandson's stone. No, we're not going to touch the TV. He'll look at me and go right over and touch the TV because that's the picture my words are giving his brain.
Mm.
So, and child psychologists will tell you this too. Give them a positive opposite thing to choose. Like, Stone, don't touch the TV. Stone, look at the puppet Grandma has. And he'll come over and get the puppet
Right.
because he sees something he wants. And we all do this much, much more than you ever can imagine that we do, guys. You started to ask me something.
I forgot I was going to ask you, but this is reminding me and we've all done this. And I have a dear friend, and she's got this list of what she wants to create in her life. The man that's going to show up, that they're going to have a baby by this, and it's got to be in this box, and it's good. They've got to live in a particular place, and it's going to look like this. And it's like, no, I'm holding this as true. This is my vision. This is what I have. I'm not going to bend from it. And there's such a strong attachment to what's outlined there.
Yeah,
And I what you were sharing from earlier, it brings me to the point of there's a surrender and a request at the same time. There's a humility with it.
absolutely. Surrender is a great word.
Mm.
And uh, so many times I'll test and say, what's the highest thing that this person can get into alignment to create what they want? And they always say, let go.
Mm.
So, you know, let's just all practice it right now. Everybody find your love place, and your love place is anything you think about that opens your heart and makes you smile.
Mm.
I go right to my doggy or to my grandson, or
Yeah.
so everybody find your love place and just
Mm.
wallow into that love. That's what getting what you want feels like.
That's amazing.
And that's really our job. Then the universe goes, oh, I want to go play there. And you magnetize to you what you want. It's crazy to watch, John. I know you know it.
Well, and now I'm just smiling because it's like you're not making this up. This is real. This is the alchemy of creation.
Indeed. Yeah. And the
It's not
fun,
wishful. it's not wishful thinking, and it's not the secret, even though they were on the right path. But
Yeah,
these are
we're
the natural
expanding it a
laws
little.
of creation, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And my channel says it very simply. Whatever you want, love it more.
Mm,
But we're so indoctrinated into you can't have it and you're asking for too much
mhm,
and it's not possible. Well, what if God doesn't want me to have it? Yeah, but in the good book, he says, I want to give you all the desires of your heart. We're the ones that are going like this.
mm,
No, I can't. And as you believe, it is delivered to you.
wow.
So the more you consciously change your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings around what you want, the more you create them and the faster you create them. And you know that it took me 6 years to get my daughter. Everybody told me you can't have a baby, Dee. All the tests say you can't have a baby. I say God and I have a different plan, but thanks for
Nice.
sharing.
Hmm.
Same thing happened when I went to New York. Are you kidding me? Nobody knows you. You don't know anybody. You're never going to make it in New York. In less than 7 years, I start an ET.
Mm. Wow.
Thanks for sharing. God and I have a different plan. And,
Right.
we're put on this plane to learn to be conscious creators, to work with energy. And it's so simple, guys. And this is the third thing, John, that gets in everybody's way. Oh, but yeah, but it's so hard.
Mm.
I'm here to tell you it's not. And as you believe, it's delivered to you. So that's the rule. If you believe life's hard, you will create instances to make it hard. If you go, you know what, creation's easy, I love it, let's go, everything flows.
Hmm. And you're building a relationship with that belief. You're building a relationship with that creation. Someone else can say that's not the right relationship for you, but you're going, no, I'm devoted. I'm showing up to this
Yeah.
I know what we're creating together. And from that, again, from that intimacy, things can blossom, but it requires us to show up for it, to ask.
Consciously,
Right.
consciously. And um, I don't know, I've just experienced it in so many different ways in my life. I know it works. I've taught it to my daughter. I mean, she's just a little creating fool. And I don't know if I can remember. She says to Stone every night what I said to her.
Mm,
Let me see if I can remember it. You're healthy and happy and loved and loving,
mm,
wanted, calm, balanced, intelligent, talented, high sense of self-esteem, sense of humor,
mm.
cute, athletic, obedient, and positive. And I'm telling you, my daughter is literally all those attributes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
exciting and it just makes my heart fill up with so much love, John.
Well, there's a vitality that streams through us as we start integrating that within ourselves. There's a aliveness. There's an excavation of a passion that perhaps was dormant for a while when we start communicating with ourselves in that way as well.
Oh, your life changes. And I can tell you scientifically why. Because when you shift the energy within you that is shooting out from you, all energy around you has to shift and respond
Mm,
to your energy. So, guys, if you're looking out with the perspective that the world's hard and nobody's nice to me, I'm never going to have enough money, I'm tired all the time, I want you to understand in this moment that you are creating that for yourself. Nobody else is.
mm,
That's how much responsibility of self-creation we carry.
mm.
But isn't it great not to go, oh, I can't do it, I have to rely on somebody else? It's not possible for another person to create for you what you don't believe is possible.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling the waves of that. It's so impactful,
And so simple.
so
It
simple.
really is so simple. That's one of the things I love about your teachings, John, is that they're simple and they're, what's the word? Available.
Yes.
You make the understanding available to everyone. And that's the way it should be, I think.
Thank you for that. I have a challenge. One thing, one area of where my shares and coaching comes in and how I want to show up for others that that's one of the hardest to for me to break through is when people are really suffering in their health and they're in this place and I'm how can I create it differently? And I understand in their
Yeah.
brain it's
You can give them the information, how they can create it.
hmm,
Hold on, let me, just in case it's changed, it's a true statement that you cannot create for another person.
yes.
After, oh, this is a new piece. 3, 2, after 3 years old.
Hmm,
Because up to 3, and that makes sense to me, doesn't it to you?
it does.
You are teaching your child how to be their own conscious creator. My book that I did for kids, Bapalabaloo, talks a lot about that. It says in the book, well, what do you want, Bappa?
Hmm,
And Bappa didn't know. And so he goes, oh, I want this and I want this and I want this. And then he created it.
hmm,
So I would invite everyone to look at their childhood between conception and 8 years old. That's when our childhood brains are taught and molded. By the time you're 8 years old, you pretty much have in place how you see the world.
hmm.
And that comes from what is spoken to you and what is modeled in front of you. So if you keep hitting a wall, look at what was taught to you or modeled in front of you, and you will see the wall you're hitting. Um, sorry, I am. I was wondering after ET came out why I pulled back into myself.
Hmm.
And I thought, gosh, maybe I don't want to act. And I I had not developed this work fully, but I was smart enough to go, what is this about? what is this? Why am I feeling this when I'm getting everything I want? And the first voice I heard was my grandma, who I loved so much. She was the matriarch in our church, and she said, they're the rich people. We're the good people.
Mm,
So here I am doing ET, making more money than I or my parents ever made. And I went, oh, I'm one of them. I don't want to be one of them that everybody judges. I want to be loved. And then the voice said to me, Dee, your consciousness creates love through everything you do, if that's your intention. So just start claiming, okay, I am love. And my intention today is to be love and take love out to everyone and everything and magnetize love back to me
mm,
every way. That includes money, that includes health, relationships, success. Everything is created with your relationship with love. I'll shut up now.
You don't ever have to shut up, please. Not at all. No, no. It's I can listen to you all day long. What you're in essence reminding us is our capacity to reclaim our creation process.
You bet.
And there's
Reclaim it and reclaim our right to own it.
Mhm. And it's not about affirming it and going through practices and affirmation. There's a difference between affirming and commanding it into the field. And a lot of people seem to have an issue with the word command for some reason.
Well, go back to your childhood.
Yeah.
You're too powerful.
Mm. Who are
You
you to
can't have
command?
everything you want.
Yeah.
People don't love you then. These are all old religious teachings
Mhm.
by people who did not really understand God's word.
Yeah.
And we have the responsibility now to own the definition of God that we are. If God is everything and energy is everything, then God is energy. And how we consciously choose to direct our energy, the God of us can match that then.
Mm.
But if we keep saying, I don't know if I'm worthy, I don't know if I deserve this. You know, um, I've been married a few times. And I woke up a couple of years ago and I went, oh my God, that's all I saw. That's all I witnessed. My grandfather had had two strokes by the time we lived with them. And he had been very powerful in the city as an accountant. But all I saw was my grandmother taking care of him.
Mhm.
My father was a severe alcoholic. All I saw was my mom taking care of him. So my little girl brain goes, that's the way the world works. Women take care of men.
Wow.
So I created a lot of relationships in that way.
Wow. And you're here to teach a whole nother way and guide people into, again, reclaiming that for themselves.
Yes, sir.
It
Because
really,
I know the freedom that comes with that.
again, it's you're not teaching, it's not theoretical. You've experienced this directly and
Over and over and over.
you witness other people. We'll get into the special offer in a little bit. I want to start opening up to Q&A, because we'll have a lot
Oh
of
yeah. Yeah.
a lot of questions will come through. And as I start promoting some people, panelists, if y'all are raising your hands, I'll start going through that. But as people are coming through as panelists, what can you help us with to shift the shame, the guilt, whatever it is to th- again, whenever I mention the word command on the show, people get triggered by it. Who am I to command? I can't be forceful. I can't command God. I can't command someone to do something against their will.
Yes,
There's so
but God
much
gave us the right to,
beautiful.
you know, these miracles and more will you do also. But you
Mm.
can't do that if you keep making yourself little, guys. You can't. So you have to teach yourself a new way to believe.
And
Again,
to
as you believe, it's delivered to you. Yeah,
and,
go ahead.
and I really feel that we're also growing into a belief that as we ask, as we command, that will be shown up for. That there's this things like, oh, no one's going to show up for this, or it's not going to be taken seriously. It's
Yeah.
not, it's there's so many different components that can run through the filtering of the way that we were taught to create. Um,
Yeah. And our little child is going, "Oh, don't be too powerful. Don't be, no. Remember, we were taught that was bad. Come
right.
back, come back, come back. And then we keep living the same stories over and keep getting the same thing we've gotten, which is not our purpose here.
It's a beautiful day. So amazing. I love this conversation. This is,
And me too.
y'all, this is a powerful call. I mean, really like, and I want to invite you to take it to heart and to perhaps surrender the mind into that place of really where the creation loves from, like these saying, it's like the alchemy is love. It's to meet it with love. Um,
Mhm.
the mind can't capture it by itself. It won't. It won't.
Only the heart.
Hmm.
Go to your heart. When you're in your heart, you are in your I am presence, and that's what creates for you.
True. God, I feel this so much, Dee, today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go to our first caller. Melissa, welcome to the call.
Hello,
Hi,
dear.
baby.
Hi. Hi,
That's
John.
it.
Okay, so I'm here to have you find what's in my way for me. So
Not specific enough.
no, I'll tell you. I'm definitely wanting to create a lot more money. So what I've done is in my past had a great relationship with money, bought a house, my own house when I was 24. I had very clear understanding of me and money, and I dated men who were, you know, 20 to 50 million dollar guys. I come to America.
Send it my way, will you?
I know, right?
And
I
mine.
I know, right? Everybody's.
Okay.
So when I came to America's where I had a babysitter who tortured me in Kansas City. So coming here, I shut down. I know, it's awful. And as I'm coming back, I am so close because I'm also doing stuff where a lot of money can start coming in. I've gotten myself, I'm going to just be honest and open. I've gotten myself back to having like $40,000. But what I want to do is break free and have
Okay.
millions
So
again.
stop there because I want to point out some of the words. I'm
Great.
trying. I want. Um, I was abused, and I keep defining myself that way. And those are all directions to energy, Melissa.
Okay. I was just trying to
So
give you access to what might be in my way.
I just told you.
I got it. Wrote it down.
Okay. So, however you define who you are, that will be the creation of your life. So, right now, you're going to keep trying because if you keep using the words I'm trying, you're not there.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay. if you keep saying, oh, I want this, that's not, I am creating this, is it?
No.
Okay. So step into your power and say, whatever it is you want, I am creating this right now, and it feels like love.
Mm.
And create it from your love place. Got it?
Yes. You know that thing you go, your pages where you say, here's what the underlying belief is. Can we look?
Sure. Am I going to a core belief? This page here. Is that whole, complete, and perfect? I do not have permission to love who I am.
Mm.
And who do we want to give everything to, guys? The
Mm.
people we love.
Mm.
But we're so busy judging who we are. And that is not a match to self-love. You know, I end every show on Sunday morning with, I love me, and I love me even more, because I know that's what it's all about.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dee. Melissa, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, there's nothing higher or more expansive, Melissa. They gave you the answer.
Mm.
Okay.
And I'm just going to point out, you may want to watch it on the replay and come back and watch when Dee mentioned to create from love, you smiled. And from that energy, I felt something just so beautiful open up in you. So I think the course that Dee's doing is going to be, if you're into it, you want to participate, it's gonna just land what's already inside of you that you're just going, maybe you need to give yourself permission to receive. But blessings to you, Melissa, and everything that
All
you're,
of us, all
yeah,
of us.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Let's just all say that right now. I am the God of me who
I'm
gives
the
me
guy.
permission to create everything I want and receive it.
I am the God of me who gives me permission to
Create
create
it.
everything
Create
I want and
everything I
receive it.
want, to create everything I want and receive it.
Receive it.
Beautiful.
And receive it.
Yeah.
All right, Melissa, have fun.
Thank you,
Thank you.
baby.
Play, have fun. Yes. Jennifer, let's go to you now. Welcome to the call.
Hi, thank you so
Hi,
much,
baby.
John. Hi, Dee. I have to tell you both, I'm like moved to tears with this conversation. Like, thank you so much.
Mhm.
Just so beautiful.
Thank you.
And I got a lot out of what Melissa was sharing and asking, Dee. So I don't know if I have a specific question. I'll try to,
No, you're not going to try to do anything.
I will create
Love
something.
you.
You got me. Um,
Want to know, Jennifer.
um,
See, this is what I was talking about. We think we know, but we never take time to get clear. The
Mm.
clearer you are, the more you receive what you want.
yeah. And that's exactly what's occurring in my world is I'm not clear about what I want and I'm not receiving, what I think
All
I
right,
want.
well, let me ask you this. Do you want to be sick?
No,
Okay. Do you want to be poor?
no,
Okay. Do you want to have hateful relationships?
no.
See, you do know what you want.
Mm.
You're just making it really, really hard
Yes.
because you think you're not the creator of you. You got to accept that tonight or nothing turns around, baby. Do you understand?
Yeah. So accepting I'm the creator of me.
Directing it. Direct what you want. I am directing me to know that I am the creator of me in every way.
Mhm.
And what's in the way is this idea of like God or religion being above, or
That's one of them. But before you ever started talking, Jennifer, the channel said, tell her to lighten up.
yeah,
You're way too serious about all this.
yeah.
You know, the universe wants you to have fun. When you go to a party, do you want to walk toward people who are having an argument or walk toward people who are laughing?
Or it's the people who are laughing.
Sure. And the universe is the same way, sweetheart. Let's go play with that light energy that knows exactly what it wants.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you so much.
We have to get into your special offer. It's like all right there. It's just
Okay.
it's I mean really it's hold on a second real quick. Excuse me. April or Chris, will one of y'all put the link? There it is. The link for the special offer, y'all, is in the chat box. Click on that blue link or open up a new browser and type in beyondtheordinaryshow.com/D33. And it'll take you to that same page.
Oh, I wish I were 33.
You're you're 33 grams of gold. Um, for so many wonderful things. I want to ask you a lot of times the things that we think that we want the better career, we want more money in this, we want the house that's going to give me the happiness that I'm looking for. Is it a lot of times that what we want is misdirecting the essence of what we really want? We feel like if we get seen here, that I'll earn the thing that I think that I'm really wanting.
Not sure I followed that, John.
I knew I was
But
going to have to explain it again.
it
Yeah.
started to go to no as soon as you, can you put it in one sentence for me?
Is it possible that we're redirecting our energy into the things that we think will fulfill us, into the things or the things that
Sure.
will get us what we want, instead of really going more directly into the thing that we want?
Yes, because if you have any kind of belief system in place that you're going to have to pay in some way
Hmm,
get everything you want, you're not going to love getting it, are you?
right.
So that that is the beauty of mining all of your belief systems.
Mhm.
So right now, and I'm going to include you and I in this, is it all right with anybody on this screen to get everything they want? Goes right to no. I'm going to ask, what's the biggest belief is the highest word? Belief that is holding all of us back that we share. Sheets, book, song. John, give me a movie. Any movie that pops in.
Officer and a Gentleman is the first thing that popped in.
Okay. You see, most people don't think those two things can go together.
Uh,
If you're an officer, you're not a gentleman. Officers push people around. We
hmm,
know that from my other career of movies. Um, we have already formed an idea of how we describe an officer and a gentleman. So they're saying, everybody, picture you driving home and a cop car comes up behind you and does his siren. What's your immediate reaction?
yeah, apprehension, tension.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you bet. Instead of, oh, wow, I love policemen. They keep me safe.
Mhm.
See, that is a perspective of the world that will give you what you don't want.
Mhm.
Like women have to take care of men.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're the rich people. We're the good people. Not going to give me the life I want. I absolutely, and my whole financial life turned around when I stopped and said, all right, what do I want to believe? That I can make all the money in the world and my consciousness will use it in a positive, beautiful, happy way that helps others through love.
Mm-hmm.
Then it doesn't matter how much money I have or don't have,
Right.
because I am still choosing to live in the experience of love. I had a little Hispanic cleaning woman that was with me, oh my God, 30 years. And I just loved her so much, John. She was just part of the family. And when she told me she needed to quit, Chris and I paid her mortgage off for her
Wow.
because that was the dream of her life. And I wanted her to see that she could create that.
Wow.
I didn't create it, but she created it. She would come in here, and all day as she worked, she'd talk to God and
Mm.
she'd sing her hymns. She was creating joyfully the task that she had chosen to take on.
Wow.
She was one of my biggest teachers.
Mm.
All right, sorry. Moving on.
No need to be sorry at all. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. By the way, my mother was a little Hispanic cleaning lady also. And she
Oh,
approached it in the same way. And one of the biggest influences in my life was a Hollywood director. She had written the movie Stuntman back in the 70s. You may know the movie. And
yeah.
her name was Mrs. Peyton. She was made such an impression on me that I named my first daughter after her, Peyton. Um,
Oh,
but anyway,
wow.
I just had to share that story because that reminded
Oh,
me of that.
beautiful. See
Yeah,
how we affect each other.
yeah,
You
truly.
know, I had a lady come up to me, my table at a convention, and she said, Miss Wallace, I want you to know you're a part of a miracle in my life. My
Mm.
son is autistic. He's 10 years old. I had never heard him speak a word. And I took him to see the re-release of E.T. And on the way home, he said every line that E.T. had said in the movie.
Wow.
Now that's a miracle.
Wow. Oh, I got the chills, Dee.
Yeah, yeah. You have no idea. And I used to teach this when I taught acting and had my studios. We can heal more people in a night than a doctor can in a lifetime,
Mm.
because all over the world they were coming in to see E.T. I have so many stories about how that film changed lives. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah. Yeah, I have stories of people that write in of how many lives you've changed for being on the show.
Oh, geez. Well,
It's
thank
true.
you. I'll
It's
just
true.
say thank you, because
Thank you.
that's definitely my intention.
Mhm.
Not to change you, but to teach you how to joyfully create yourself.
Mhm. Well, let's get into that. Let's get into how
Okay.
you're guiding everybody into y'all. This with Dee, it's how could you not? How can you just not? It's just so freaking amazing. Y'all, the special offer, the links in the chat box. The guide us through what everybody's going to participate.
Okay. Well, I got asked a lot, how do you manifest? How do you direct energy? So I made a tape. I'm sure you don't call it that anymore. But we recorded. a guided direction of energy. Now, once you know it, you don't have to use it, or you can use it, but it covers every subject that you will want to direct.
Mm. Wow.
So there is directing your day, and then there's a breathing meditation. Now, I got to say, guys, I'm not huge on spending a lot of time meditating. I I want to get out, create what I've created. And that's why this is short and concise, and it teaches you how to create everything,
Mm.
how to go to love, right? How to use your breath, all that stuff that we think we know.
Well,
Okay.
it was something that I want to say that I'm finding it's so crucial to my transformation into the freedom that I'm looking for is really a devotion to a path. Like there has to be a path that I can build upon, that I can follow, that I can be with and see the articulation of that expansion taking place. Like it builds success points also. So to have a map or a path like you have here, I think is crucial
Yeah,
to 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 have that relationship and really feel the difference rather than being all over the place.
absolutely. And it's crucial to how to understand easily,
Yes.
joyfully how to do it.
Mm,
So when I did this directing energy and this little breathing meditation, uh, they would have me remind people to smile all the time. This is what you want. Now
mhm.
smile and open your heart. Because what does your body read when you smile? Oh, this feels good,
Yeah.
right? This
Yeah.
feels like love. And that expresses it then in your life.
Mm,
Okay, and then we go to the conscious creation video, which, I think it's valuable uh, for me to film myself. I'm an actor, and there is, I feel, something that transfers when you and I can connect
mm.
on screen. I can show you this. Everybody watch me real carefully here. Okay, so Linda, I'm going to open my heart and send you energy.
Mm.
Now I'm going to pull my energy back. I'm still looking at you, but can you feel the difference in the connection? Honestly? Good. Okay, because that's what the universe feels.
Mm.
Oh, she's reaching out to connect with me so that we can create together.
Wow.
Yeah. You can't hug yourself. You have to have a partner to hug so that they hug you back. And that's the simplest explanation of creation my channel's ever given me, is that heart to heart connection when you come together for a wonderful hug. When my grandson throws his arms around me,
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Mm.
that's love. You don't need to experience anything else. When my dog comes over and presents her butt to me and starts kissing me when I rub it, instant heart opening with my doggy.
And there's no holding back.
No,
Just there's no holding back. There's no
no.
apprehension. It's just like wide open.
Yeah. And then we learn to protect ourselves. And
Mm,
guys, protecting yourself will not create what you want.
mm,
Okay. And we all learned that when we were little. Oh, I better protect myself. I certainly remember learning that with my alcoholic father who would lose his temper and get drunk every night.
hmm. Yeah, I know that one well.
Yeah. And so anything you learned from your parents like that, I want you to stop in this moment right now and thank them
Mm,
because you chose them.
yep.
And you chose them so that you absolutely could know and understand what you don't want. So that now in this moment, you know what you do want. You want to be honored. You want to be loved. You want to be respected and bring those people into your life. Okay, this next one is, well, John, you know how to change the brain through conscious intention. Guys, that's really what most channelers and spiritual teachers are teaching you. They're teaching you how to hold your focus on what you want with love. And what that does is it starts realigning, that's the highest word, yes, and shifting your brain into always defaulting to the positive and the powerful thought. So this is what I do if I find myself thinking a stupid, limiting, negative thought. I go, Deanna Bowers, that thought is not going to give you what you want.
Mm,
That thought took you right into the toilet, and there's a bunch of shit in that toilet. Is that what you want? Or what can you choose to think that will give you what you want? And it's so valuable because it allows you to become objective and pull back and go, yeah, that was pretty silly. Not what I want. You can laugh at yourself, which allows you to go into the power of self-creation.
oh my God, Deanna Bowers, I just freaking love that about you.
What?
Your explanation of that. But
Well,
it's so
it's
true.
true, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to live in the toilet anymore. Whenever you're feeling depressed, you know you're in the toilet.
Hmm.
So just stop and go, okay, why am I in the toilet here? What was I thinking that put me in the toilet? Because I'm getting out of this toilet, dude. And I'm thinking what I want. And I'm feeding it with love and power and joy. You
Mm.
watch, it will come into you. You shift it, and your life starts to change. Promise you. Okay, how to create everything webinar. This is a great webinar because a lot of people called in to ask their questions, and you're going to identify with a lot of them. And then, of course, as I always gift you, a personalized email reading of the highest thing to get into alignment for your own manifestation achievement.
Dee, when I saw that you put this on here, first I saw the course. It's like $101. That's amazing. And this is so valuable. But then I saw that you put the personal email reading in there, and I just saw it today. I was a little not happy with myself because for $101, this is just way generous. We want the generosity to come through also, and we want it to feel balanced. But y'all, this is amazing what you're putting together here, Dee, and thank you.
Well, and that's my intention is to serve everybody and make money for myself and raise the consciousness of the world. And yes, I can have it all.
Yes, yes. And this is and I'm receiving this for our audience and for the show and all that. And this is amazing. The personal email reading just from Dee on that, that should be $101 just by itself. Truly. To have access into such direct love for that spirits of openness, however it is, it's love that's coming through for you, just very clear.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, it is.
so
That's always my intention, John, as you know.
yeah, I know. Oh, I so know. I've experienced it and witnessed it over and over again. So it's there. Yo, the link for the special offer is in the chat box. I cannot recommend it enough. Or let me turn it around. I so highly recommend it that I find that I'm learning more new words to describe how amazing it is. Um,
Oh,
shifting
you're
it
cute, John.
around.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah, take advantage of it. And Dee, can we open up some more Q&A?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So Linda, you had your hand raised and Dee went to you, but let's see what question you might have. Oh, Linda, can you unmute your microphone, please? Thank you, Jody.
Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you very much for being here with us.
You bet.
And I would like to know what is the root cause of going into paroxysmal atrial fibrillation, which is intermittent. So I'm not in it all the time. I go in it every couple of years or every 6 months, whatever. They want to do it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I got it. So I'm going to give you the energetic cause behind it. And there is a trigger that they're saying that triggers you. So we're going to a core belief? Yes. Yes. Yeah. 17, 18. The first part, the last part. When I value myself, I have to abandon myself.
Mm.
So this started when you were around 3 years old with your mom. So we learned this. For example, I was allowed and invited to go to kindergarten when I was 4. Everybody else had to wait till they were 5. And my family made a big deal about it. And because I went to school early, my grandmother had to take care of me because my mom went to work. So the thought was born then, wow, I'm so smart and everybody loves me and I'm creating all this valuable stuff in my life.
Mm.
And the people I love can't be here for me. Do you see how the abandonment went together with the achievement?
I'm not quite sure how to put that together.
Well, tell yourself you are sure.
Pardon me?
Tell yourself, I am totally sure how to put that together.
Okay.
So, what did your mom say to you whenever you were powerful?
That I wasn't.
Okay, well, that's only as far as you have to go. So now, whenever you branch out into your power, your little girl goes, come back, Linda. You can't be too powerful. And the best way for us to limit our power is with illness.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I just watched your face. You got it.
That explains a lot.
So what do you want to direct yourself?
I am powerful.
I am powerful, and when
I
I'm powerful, the whole universe loves me and appreciates me, creates with me. In other words, you want to teach your brain that being powerful feels like love.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you very much,
You
Dee.
bet.
So when Linda says I am powerful and there's a force to it, she's reclaiming it. That's one thing, and I can feel the force of that. But what if it comes in, it's just I am so powerful, and just with the aha and the I know and I am and I love from that place. Will that make a difference in the reclaiming it as far as noticing how
Sure,
we show up for that?
sure, because with all those statements, you're directing energy
Mm,
if you claim them with love and
reclaim.
not the
Love her.
fear that her little girl remembers.
So reclaiming like I am powerful from fear and someone's going to take it away and I've got to word it to maintain my powerfulness isn't going to
Tells your
stick.
brain to create it.
Right. It creates the war. It creates there's going to be
Yeah.
resistance. It creates someone's going to try to take it away from me.
And then we abandon ourselves in our creation.
Mm, beautiful. Linda, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, Linda. That was
Thank,
a great one.
thank you very much, Dee.
Mm,
John.
yeah. So the a Zoom user, I don't know who it is, and I'd love to read all of it. It's not too long. But they wrote in, and again, I want to read all of it. I'm creating days filled with directing the large abundance of funds I have for helping others learn programs like Dee Wallace's offers. I am loving the love relationship of lots of friends and helpers in this endeavor. This is my reality. I am co-creating. Is this congruent in creating, Dee?
Yeah, I'd say she's pretty much there.
Nice.
And I get a yes on all those claims that
Mm.
she believes them, you know?
Does she need to define what large abundance of funds has to be? Do we need to put a number on it? Do
I
we...
get that she does know it,
Ah, nice.
but write in and tell me what the amount is.
But I love that she has it. Just the essence of that, not having to
Yeah,
refine it because she's owning of love. It's just it's there.
yeah,
Love
absolutely.
that. Love, love, love that. Way to go, Zoom user, whatever your name is. Um, uh, I know it. The funds 10 million and growing is what she's saying. Janine is her name.
Hi,
Or
baby.
Jeannie, yeah. Thank you, Jeannie, for writing in. Beautiful. Okay, let's continue. Marion, welcome to the call.
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can, yes.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Oh, Dee, I love your work. I've done a couple privates with you, and I listen to your Sunday show. So I've been doing the work. I was
Hmm.
just wondering, yeah, I just was wondering if there's any blocks with money, or if there's something that
It's not with
I'm blocking
money
that
specifically.
oh, good.
There's a block in you having the right to get everything you want.
Hmm.
Ah.
So what did your mom tell you about that?
Oh, well, she had to have a brain tumor when she was 26, so I was probably around 7 or so. But she was a wonderful person, and she got herself together and got herself talking, even though she suffered a stroke too at the same time. So she was an amazing person. I don't remember learning any. Well, maybe she did hold herself back.
Come on, guys.
Maybe.
You don't know how to reason all that stuff when you're a 7-year-old.
Right, exactly.
And you're a
Yeah.
7-year-old, you go, that's mom, and mom is one of my gods, and I might lose mom because
Right.
I can feel that this is serious. All kids read energy like that.
Uh-huh. That makes sense.
So the more you can train your brain and your psyche to know
Uh,
that your bountiful creation equals health and wellness, the more you can allow in.
awesome. Thank you.
Yep. That's a big one for a lot of people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, Marion, so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marion.
I wanted to pause to receive that. That's why I was a little slow coming back. It was intentful because there's so
Yeah.
much that's like, I don't even want to receive it in my mind. I'm just receiving it in my heart. And so I'm inviting that for y'all as well. Okay, let's continue. Aparajita, welcome to today's call.
Hi, pretty girl.
Hi, thank you. And it's such a pleasure to be on this call. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
So my question is like I have been manifesting a lot of what I wanted to create, and I'm really grateful to the universe, and I am co-creating. But my question is, do we sometimes go very wrong in manifesting because of our block? Or rather, what I feel is I had this block in me that I'm not good enough. So I am powerful. I believe that, but I gave my power to someone else to create that for me.
Well, then you're not
And
powerful.
yes, that's what I
Right?
believe. That's what
You can't
happened. But
have them both at the same time, baby.
Hmm.
You can't say, I'm giving my power of creation to you. Oh, I'm powerful. Do you understand?
yes, so because once I realized that, now I want to take back my power and create the life I always wanted to create.
Already done. You already spoke it. Now just keep focused in living on love whenever you think about your power. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
That's why I love about this course, about this, what you've put together for us, because again, it's so important to have a path to keep us on it, to remind us. It's us showing up in the intimacy of that and learning that we can ask and learning that we can be in it and knowing that we can create from it. And sometimes it takes a little bit of building of confidence in it. We become more proficient in it the more that we're in relationship with it. So,
Yeah. I just saw the text that came in from Rocky,
ah,
and the channel said the greatest thing you can do is let go. You're pushing.
hmm,
Let go and let the God of you create.
nice,
Or anything higher? No.
beautiful. Okay, let's continue. Last name Arman. You're on the call.
Hi,
Chara.
John. Thank you. Hi, Dee. I really appreciate your work. So thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
I'm wondering if you could help me, if we could return to the topic from earlier about when we are having difficulty healing our bodies
Hmm,
and we're aware that it's probably a fear of our own power. So I've been on this path in a very focused way for quite a while. And there are some things in my body that really need help. And I'm just not progressing with that.
That's because your focus is on fixing the stuff that's wrong. You're not focused on health,
hmm.
wellness.
Wow.
You're focused on, in order to be healthy and well, I've got to fix all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So again, your brain thinks in pictures. So if you're directing it in that way, then your brain is going to see you not well. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the biggest thing. You just have to be conscious to shift your thinking toward what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this, because I have some, obviously you have compassion too in this. And when someone's like, if they're in chronic pain and you wake up tired all the time and like the pain isn't sustainable and it knocks you out and all these other things, it's like, what can help us bring us back into that place of where you're talking about to create from there when that pain just,
Well,
it's,
they're saying the first thing is to get clear energetically what the cause of it is.
nice.
Like I texted John earlier. You can probably hear the creeping crud in my voice. I've been traveling so much, and I guess it's a cold. It's not COVID because I had a test yesterday. But I'm congested, right? And I believe I gave this answer to someone when I sat down today and went, okay, energetically, what is it behind this? They said, you think you have to get sick. You can't just choose to stop.
Hmm.
You're guilty if you
Wow.
just say, you know what? I've been burning the candle at both ends. I'm going to love me and give me some time off.
Oh, I can see that is so true for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So again, what do I want to focus on? Energy and health and wellness and loving what I do,
Mm,
which I do. Love what I do. Everything.
wow. Beautiful. Thank you. And Shara, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you, Dee. I mean,
You're
just to
welcome.
follow up, do you think, is it really crucial to know the cause, or is it enough to really turn the focus toward health?
It's enough to turn the focus through love to health, and knowing the and understanding the energetic cause really helps people often to do that.
mm,
People think health just happens.
right.
And the first thing that we think of when we get sick in any way is, what doctor can help me? We don't take time to go to, how can I get into alignment with everything that I want to create and feel here? And then the doctors that you go to for help can help you existentially more because you are already doing the big work.
So Dee, what would you recommend to help to get to the cause, the energetic cause?
Ask.
Okay.
I know everybody goes, well, easy for you, Dee. It's easier for everybody. It's easy for everybody, unless, of course, you don't believe it is.
Mm,
And then you set up walls so you can't hear the very clear messages that you'll get. I know and I'm clear. That's a really important direction to your energy. I know and I am clear.
wow. Powerful.
And
Uh,
you'll hear it. You will.
Amazing, Dee. Thank you. Chara, blessings to you. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah. Thank you,
Uh,
sweetheart.
Y'all, the special offer of the link's in the chat box again. It's only $101. You get the personalized reading. You get the entire creation process. Uh, amazing work. Again, I can't just say enough of it. This is ringing so true for me. So again, Dee, thank you for
Well,
putting this together.
and the program really is everything you need to know, and then you have to live it.
Hmm.
You know, we've all been going to the classes and reading the books and taking the seminars. Only when you live it in the moment continually do you see rapid change in creation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all up to you to stay conscious. So I would get up every morning and go, today I'm conscious. I'm creating everything I want, and I love it, and I love me, and I love the world.
Hmm. It
Which,
seems to be
by
working.
the
It seems to be working out for you.
way, totally, totally working
Yeah.
out for me.
Mhm.
And, you know, and I will not get into all this, but all the politics are so volatile right now. Don't get grabbed up in all the drama. That's what they want.
Mhm.
Feel your love for your country,
Hmm.
and
Beautiful.
that will affect up to 700,000 other people and allow them to choose that also.
Wow. Ah, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. I was going to continue on, but it just feels like we're such in a great place. And I want to honor you and how you're showing up for your relaxation and taking care of yourself also. So with that, just thank you. Thank you. Thank you for you're always so generous,
Uh,
and so loving and just awesome.
you
Uh,
know, this feeds me, guys, being with you. It feeds my heart.
mm,
And thank you, John, for creating this space for all of us.
absolutely, my honor. And thank you, all of you, for being here.
Yes,
Just
all of you brought it in for
mm,
sure.
yes. I love you guys. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing y'all on the next call. Bye,
Me
everyone.
too. Bye.